Hey guys, Justine here. Okay, so I have some news. I'm going to need your help to vote for something else that's not CBC. Good news is it's a lot friggin' easier to vote for this thing that I'm going to tell you about in a minute. And all you have to do is like a thing on like a thing on Facebook, which is going to be a video that I submitted. So here's the deal. This starts tomorrow and ends on April 6th at 4 p.m. So this is what it is. I applied to this thing called Collingwood Live and Original Music Series. Now what this is 10 people, and it's a singer-songwriter short competition that's going to happen at the beginning of May, and it's only 1 weekend long. The really cool thing is you get to perform at their arena, which is super rad, and basically you're just performing original music, and the prizes are to, actually this isn't really a prize, but it's just part of it. They'll pay for you to stay at a resort, which is kind of nice. And the first place prize is just cash prizes, which is really helpful for something I'm going to tell you about in a minute. So the first place is $3,000, the second prize is $1,500, and the third place prize is $500. So basically, it's just a little contest thing going on in Collingwood, Ontario for singer-songwriters from anywhere, I think just throughout Ontario. But anyways, I really need your help for votes because I'm only up against 5 people, or 4 other people. Some from Barrie, one from Quebec, and someone actually from Azilda as well. So, I don't know if you know Mike Charette. He won last year and he's a Sudbury singer-songwriter, which is kind of cool. So, essentially, yeah, it's just something fun to do while I'm in the hood. And the reason why I entered this is because, well, it never hurts to have extra money, and I would put this money towards recording because I am finally booked in Toronto, Ontario to start recording in May, which is just around the corner. So I've put down a deposit, and I want people to understand why it's important to buy music. And I talked about this on CBC Radio, and if you listened to my interview, you would have heard this already. Because it costs like over $1,000 to record a song for one song, and I have a new album to put out this year, and of course there's lots of funding and stuff like that, but when you're like releasing a single, it's not really worth it because you can only get funding for a certain amount of projects a year. And so if you're applying to get funding from Factor or somewhere else for an album, that makes sense. But if you're doing like singles, or you want to like strategically plan things out for the year, which I'm trying to do, a lot of it does come out of my pocket, so I've been saving my money, and I have put down the payment for my first recording session, so I'm super excited. I also wanted to talk about this world of producers because it takes a long time to meet people that you want to work with, and for the majority of the past 2 years, I have spent a lot of time networking all across Canada, and trying to meet people that I felt were in alignment with me, because it's my job to be true to me, and I want to put out the best possible music as I can. And if you don't know, because there are people that don't know what a producer is for, and essentially a producer is there to continue to pull stuff out of you that you may not so easily expose. And I think that's really important, because if I really wanted to play it safe and play it small for the rest of my career, I could just keep writing and producing my own stuff and releasing it to the world, because that does come with a level of vulnerability, but not to the same degree as working with a producer, because it's a super vulnerable process that I've already started in terms of sending demos to my producer, and it's very raw, and it's a very kind of scary experience, to be honest, but I think it's really worth it, and I think it's worth the investment, and I honestly don't think I've been ready over the past few years until now. So it's a big step for me to be investing in working with a producer that I believe in, that has worked with many artists that I love. and I'm so grateful that I finally found this person, and we will see where it goes. So essentially, that's why I entered this Collingwood live and original music series, because first of all, I love playing arenas and theaters. It's really fun. Second of all, I love being in a space where they encourage people to share only original music, and that's what this is. There's no covers. It has to be purely original, which I think is really great for artists of all ages and of all genres. And thirdly, it's nice to spend some time here because it's kind of in between Sudbury and Toronto. So as I'm preparing to go record in Toronto, this is like a very welcoming space. I've been on Rogers TV here, so shout outs to Julie and everyone at Rogers TV who have welcomed me with open arms every time that I'm here. It's very much like a second home to me, and I do have family here as well. So it never hurts to try and to expand my network, and it's not always about winning. That's just the icing and the cherry on the cake. And I love being in spaces where it's inspiring. And I do believe that you also get to record in Collingwood as well, one song through this process if you make it to the top 10. So right now I'm in the 5. Like there's 5 people that are wildcard finalists right now. So I'm against 4 other people. So I just need as many votes as I can get, which is a like on my Facebook video. I'm going to put up the link and stuff tomorrow when it's posted. And you can like it and share it and whatever for about a week. And we'll see what happens. I would love to be in the top 10 for this. It would be really great. And any of the prize money, like if I won anything out of this, I would put it towards recording because it's a very expensive thing to do. And I've been saving, of course, and as I said, I put down a down payment for my first recording session in Toronto. But I'm just open to this experience, and I'm open to investing and saving as much as I can, and of course connecting with people here as well. So anyway, that's all I have to say for now. Thank you all so much for your votes for CBC Searchlight. Getting to the top 25 across the nation was pretty wild. So I know that I have a lot of people behind me voting, which is really, really great. So if you missed any of this, because I see some people are just tuning in, you can rewatch it in a second, and I'm going to post the links tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll talk to you guys soon.